Hi, welcome to Alistair Davies Golf. Today I want to talk to you about Danny Willet's golf swing and his Trackman numbers, and just talk you through what I see in his golf swing. If we look at his Trackman numbers, first of all, what we're going to see is a very athletic, very fast, powerful golf swing. It's got great club head speed at 130 mile an hour and great ball speed at 171. These are very fast and very strong numbers to have. The path number is 5.2 degrees to the right into out, which for me is probably a little bit too strong to the right and will cause a little bit too much curvature or straight block shots to the right on occasions. The face angle in this particular shot is pretty square to the target, which means the ball will start left to where the path's going and then draw a little bit and possibly would finish left to target depending on the strike. In this particular case of the strike, I think you'll find that it's fractionally probably out the heel, so it doesn't curve as much as that, hence why we see the purple line there going fairly down the target line. The launch and spin numbers are very athletic, again, going to be very long and strong. You could possibly launch it a little bit higher than he is there, but the spin rate's very good, so it means it's quite a strong flight, and it's going to get good roll and good carry. As we see there, the carry numbers are 296 yards, which is long, and total distance of 323 yards, so very, very good indeed. When we look at the golf swing and see how this all comes about, we're going to see a very athletic stance. The only thing we'll see with his stance is his feet aiming a little bit to the right and his shoulders, if anything, are aiming a little bit to the left. So there's a little bit of a crisscross going on there. The shoulders have the biggest influence on what goes on. So the shoulders are the main thing that will cause anything in the path. So the shoulders aiming left and the path going to the right is something I wouldn't change at this stage. When he starts the golf swing back, what we'll see here is the club head tends to go inside a tiny bit, and there's quite a lot of early wrist cock, especially for a driver swing, and quite a lot of right arm fold early on. So there's facets in this I like, but I probably would want to see a little bit more width with the arms from the body, just to help the sort of plane really and help the width that we see at the top of the golf swing here. We also see as he moves back is the right hip sways a little bit through that yellow line, and then for the spine doesn't load up behind the ball probably quite as much as I'd want to see. So in summary, in the backswing, I'd like to see a more stable right hip and then a bit more width with the arms to give a slightly more wider position at the top of the swing with a slightly more loaded spine. From there, the club then drops a little bit on the inside and he uses his body quite fast and efficient. He opens his body up quite well. If anything, he stands up a little bit through his upper body, his upper trunk, and the hands get a bit high, but he certainly opens his body very, very well, and you'll see there quite a lot of forward lean. Even though the face-on angle isn't perfectly square, you'll see there that the hands are quite far forward ahead of the sort of strike. So it's quite, again, an aggressive, powerful position, and we'll also see here as he continues to fall through post-impact, his hands are a long way from his body there. Again, sort of pushing the ball down the right-hand side. So if the ball flight is as desired, then there's no need to make any changes. But potentially the changes I'd look to make would be to make the right hip more stable, create a bit more width in the swing, and get him swinging a little bit more left. Now this would reduce the amount of curvature in theory from what he might produce. But also, he might be wanting to play a draw here, so we don't know exactly what he's trying to do. So, we'd have to find out what the player wanted and make sure what we're trying to change fits into what the player wants long term and short term. But some very, very good numbers. One more thing with the numbers, we look at there's the swing plane number is quite high at 49 degrees, and that matches into what we see with the hands there at impact, just being a little bit higher than I'd like them to be.